Force TV.
Jigawa State contributes about 75% of the non-oil export in Nigeria. Police in Jigawa State parades over 10 suspected armed robbers, vandals, theft, among other criminals. 4 people jailed to life imprisonment for raping 14-year-old girl in Jigawa State. Cargo community in Duse Metropolis, Jigawa State facing erosion threat, cries out for help. Government responded.
Jigawa Force TV.
Hello, good day viewers, and welcome to Jigawa Post Online TV. Today being Saturday, 30th March 2024, equivalent to 20th Ramadan 1445 after Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. My name is Ali Rabiu Ali with the full text of the news. Jigawa State High Court has sentenced 4 persons to life imprisonment for raping a 14-year-old girl at Kurmi Quarters in Goram local government area of the state. Jigawa Post reports that the victims include Saleh Ibrahim, 40 years old, Ahmadu Saleh, 46 years old, Saleh Ali, 40 years old, and Anmani Yusuf, 37 years old. The prosecution counsel read 4 witnesses including medical report and tendered 2 exhibits to prove their case. After being heard both parties in the case, the court upheld that the prosecution counsel proved its case beyond reasonable doubt. Consequently, found them guilty for the offense of rape contrary to Section 3, Subsection 1 and punishable under Section 3, Subsection 2A and 2B of the birth laws of Jigawa State as charged. Recall that the State High Court sentenced Aminu Ali, 25, to life imprisonment for committing rape and sodomy against a minor. Better Nigeria campaign, a growing movement campaigning for improved education outcomes, just concluded a successful series of roundtables across Nigeria this month. These discussions united key stakeholders from civil society and media organizations in a collaborative effort to amplify the demand for education reform, a critical investment in Nigeria's future, stability and prosperity. The roundtables culminated Better Nigeria's first effort, launched in January 2024. This phase proved there is public interest in the initiative and its potential to revitalize the Nigerian education system. The declaration further emphasized that achieving this transformation requires more and better investment in education, empowering future generations to become productive citizens. By fostering media engagement and public awareness, Better Nigeria aims to corral, align, and support a broader network of organizations beyond traditional CSOs to increase demand for education reform. The movement will continue to call for action that enhances educational prospects in Nigeria, aspiring to ensure that every Nigerian child goes to school, stays in schools, and receives a good quality education. Better Nigeria receives funding support from the United Kingdom government. The Jigawa State Police Command have arrested suspected armed robbers, cable vandals, theft, motorcycle snatchers, among others. The Command Police Commissioner A.T. Abdullahi stated this during parading of the suspects at the headquarters premises in Duse. Abdullahi said on 25th March 2024, at about 10:00 hours, one Hanafi Adamu of Gidadubu Quarters, Duse, reported at Duse Division that on 24th March 2024, at about 23:30 hours, he went to fetch water from a tap in front of his house. Suddenly, unknown hoodlums appeared, stabbed him on his forehead with knife and collected his phone Tecno Spark 4 valued at 30,000 naira. On receipt of the report, detectives attached to Duse Division swung into action and arrested one Awolu Shehu of Gidadubu Yadi Duse. In another development, the police commissioner said on 9th March 2024, acting on this credible intelligence, cross-section of detectives attached to the command in conjunction with vigilance members conducted an intelligence-led raid at Dangoli Fulani camp of Jigawa local government and arrested 2 suspects in connection with the case, namely Bello Usman, aged 20 years, and Musa Babangida, 18 years of age, all of Jigawa local government area of the state, as a result of which the following exhibits were recovered in the premises: 2 AK-47 rifles, 4 magazines, 68 rounds of live ammunition, 1 constructed leg chain, 8 handset, 1 boxer motorcycle with ECOWAS passport belonging to Alhaji Ma'azu Abubakar, 1 portable solar panel, 5 SIM cards, 8 spare handset batteries, and cash sum of 221,510 naira. Investigation further reveals that the recovered arms were used in committing the robbery that claimed the lives of 3 innocent persons of Prenukuru town. The commissioner said that the Jigawa State Police Command will continue to remain committed to upholding law and order. He then thanks the state government for the unrelenting support being provided to the command. That is the end of the news bulletin, and now the report. Kargo village is located 4 kilometers away from Duse, Jigawa State capital. Despite its proximity to the seat of power, the community faces persistent threats of soil erosion and lack of access roads to the community, especially during rainy season. Jigawa Post TV speaks to the resident on their plight in this report.
Residents of the community face difficulties accessing outside communities because of the impact of the erosion. Residents said pregnant women on a number of occasions had to deliver while on transit to the hospital in Duse. There is no primary health care facility in the whole community, though Duse General Hospital is just 4 kilometers away. Lack of passable road is another challenge. The Jigawa State government had tried in the past to control the erosion by erecting concrete drainage system. Problems still persist. The community head, who is the Miongwa of Kargon Wanzamay, Malam Ismail Hassan said, at least 40 houses were destroyed by the erosion following previous flood in the area. Hassan said, every rainy season, the community is at risk of being consumed by flood or landslide, and the community has no one in the government to assist them. He said their children during rainy season do not attend school except few children that are close to the primary school. Another resident, Aminu Umar, who holds the title of Sarkin Askar of the Emir of Duse, said, though the community was established many years ago, it was neglected. Umar said the erosion is gradually coming closer to their houses and urgent steps must be taken to arrest the situation before the rainy season. A housewife, Zulay Suleiman, a resident of Ngor Sarkin Askar, Kargon Wanzame, said they are facing a lot of challenges whenever they want to commute to other places. In an interview with Jigawa Post TV in his office, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Environment, Dr. Abdullah Umar Namadi, said already the state government, in collaboration with APISAL, set to commence the construction of a bridge, among other possible work that will address the problem. Kargo community has an estimated population of over 5,000 people, but the community remains inaccessible because the road linking the community to the outside world is impossible. This is Khalid Hassan, Jigawa Post TV.
Child mortality rates draw the attention of stakeholders in Jigawa State government in collaboration with Cascade Nigeria commenced action to domesticate the national maternal parental child death surveillance and response and quality of care guidelines and tools. Jigawa Post TV correspondent Zainab Hussein reports.
Speaking shortly after the opening of the 3-day workshop organized for healthcare delivery stakeholders in the state, the Jigawa State Desk Officer of the Maternal Prenatal Child Death Surveillance and Response Committee in the State Ministry of Health, Dr. Zubair Usman, said the aim of the project report indicated that Nigeria is leading in the maternal and the child death globally, that reflects the rates in every state in the country.
The committee has a responsibility to look what causes the death, and we will report the death and look at the issue and mitigate. Maybe the woman dies as a result of bleeding and they go to the hospital and there was no blood, then we will look at it. How will the government provide adequate enough blood to prevent further death of women as a result of blood bleeding?
Usman explained that the intention of Jigawa State government now is to come up with adequate and sustainable measures to drastically reduce demands at the community, the facility, local government areas, and up to the tertiary levels of the state. The National Demographics Health Survey 2022 indicated that there is 714 maternal deaths in every 100,000 women in the state. Object of the meeting is to provide an overview of implementation of MPCDSR in Nigeria and the journey so far of MPCDSR implementation in Jigawa State, to review the national guidelines and the tools on MPCDSR. The meeting is to make adaptation which domesticate the document to state context mindful of state specification, and finally to articulate a draft on the state guidelines and tools on maternal prenatal child death surveillance and response ready for validation. Zainab Hussein, Jigawa Post TV News.
As part of efforts to help the needy, Dangote Foundation has donated 40,000 bags of 10 kg rice to the poor and vulnerable in Jigawa State. The items were handed over the leadership of Duse Central Mosque, which flagged off distribution on Monday, 25th March 2024. Jigawa Post TV correspondent Bilkisu Ibrahim has more on the report.
Dr. Abubakar Sani Birnin Kudu, Chief Imam Dusa Central Mosque, who chaired the distribution exercise, commended the effort of Dangote Foundation for the kind gesture. He said the palliative comes at a time when people are in dire need of support. Birnin Kudu said the palliative will be distributed to 30 political wards in the 27 local government areas, depending on the number of the people living in the LGS.
Here in Duse, as you have seen, we have just flagged off the distribution process. And Alhamdulillah, in the presence of the Turakin Duse, Hakim in Duse, who witnessed the occasion gracefully, and we thank him for that. And we have distributed to the number of people who attended the flag off. Now we are going to wait for all local governments to come to this particular store where we have stored all the food stuff, and we are waiting for them. Whenever they come, they will receive and collect their share of 1,000 bags of these 10 kilograms of rice.
In his speech, Turakin Duse Alhaji Jamilu Basiru Sunusi, who witnessed the distribution, thanked the Dangote Foundation for the kind gesture. Sunusi said he appreciates what Aliko Dangote did for membering Jigawa State, saying that more is coming as the state is enlisted into his white paper.
A donation that he gave to us as a community in Jigawa will not just be the beginning, not the end. We hope it will be an eye-opener for many more things to come that Dangote Foundation is intervening, especially on the health and education sector. Inshallah, we will remain committed in praying to him and all that his subordinates for him to excel and be one of the reference point in this country. And we want to assure Aliko Dangote Foundation that the committee that has been constituted to oversee the distribution of these grains in Jigawa State.
Jigawa Post TV observed that the 10 kg bags of rice is a premium quality and about 40,000 people will benefit from the gesture across the 27 local governments of the state. Bilkisu Ibrahim, Jigawa Post TV News.
The Jigawa State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has commenced the cerebral spinal meningitis vaccination campaign in 6 local government areas of the state. Recall that the state recorded outbreak of meningitis in which the 6 local governments have the highest number of the disease. Correspondent Khalid Hassan reports.
Nasir Dayebu Gagarawa, health chain officer in the local government, said the immunization exercise commenced on Monday, 25 March 2024. Dayebu said a primary healthcare development agency had allocated 53 teams that will implement the immunization exercise in the local government. He said each team contained 3 people, which they were allocated to 10 political wards of the local government. According to him, they have immunized over 50% of the total targeted people in the local government. The political wards include Gagarawa Tasha, Gagarawa Gari, Garin Churoma, Kora Balatu, Madaka, Mai Adwa, Mai Kiri, Maidi, Yalawa, and Zenda. Malama Maria Abdullahi, a mother of 4-month-old Fatima Salisu, who died of meningitis, said her daughter before she died started with high fever, then her neck could not turn around before rushing to hospital Gagarawa. According to her, the child died in Gumel General Hospital when they were transferred. She then called on the people to rush to their meningitis immunization center to take their vaccine in order to protect themselves from meningitis. Khalid Hassan, Jigawa Post TV News.
Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi said the state contributes about 75% of Nigeria's non-oil export. The governor spoke when he hosted Mrs. Nonye Ayedi, Director General of the Export Promotion Council, and her team at the Government House Duse. Mrs. Ayeni commended the governor for Jigawa State's remarkable achievement in hibiscus, sesame, gum Arabic farming, and other crops, making it the leading producer in this area. Jigawa Post TV correspondent Zainab Hussein reports.
During the meeting, Mrs. Ayeni verified Governor Amedi on the Nigerian Export Promotion Council's plan to establish an export processing center in Jigawa State. She also highlighted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to Nigeria's renewed hope agenda, focusing on agriculture and promoting non-oil economy. She emphasized the council's long-standing collaboration with the Jigawa state government, citing the commissioning of the Comtra Jigawa Hibiscus Processing Company as an example.
In certain things, teaching them good agricultural practices. And that's also where we come in as Nigerian Export Promotion Council. We have been doing that in the past, but now we will intensify our efforts in training both the farmers, all the major players, stakeholders in the value chain in terms of good agricultural practices, warehouse practices, how to do packaging, how to do labeling. That's where we come in to train and build capacity for the major players along the value chain.
Mrs. Ayeni emphasized the council's intention to expand production capacity, improve services, and train farmers and stakeholders in the agricultural value chain. She mentioned plans to provide seedlings and certifications, as well as to enhance processing facilities by opening laboratories in the Comtra Jigawa. Governor Namedi congratulated Mrs. Aneyi on her appointment and expressed gratitude for her visit to Jigawa State to witness the activities at Megatari Export Processing Zone. He assured her of the effective utilization of the council grants for the zone. The governor highlighted Jigawa State achievements, including self-sufficiency in wheat farming and being a major contributor to Nigerians' non-oil exports, particularly in the sesame and hibiscus.
To encourage that, recently we are in the process of completing employment of 1,400 new extension workers. Add to and these extension workers will undergo training and direct training so that we will help.
He reiterated the state's commitment to realizing President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, aligning with Jigawa State's 12-point agenda for the greater development. Governor Namadi also mentioned the state effort to register all farmers and establish a database to improve input distribution and boost agriculture practice. Zainab Hussaini, Jigawa Post TV News.
To end the news, a recap of the major stories. You've viewed that Jigawa State contributes about 75% of the non-oil export in Nigeria, says the state governor, Malam Umar Enamadi. Police in Jigawa State parades over 10 suspected armed robbers, vandals, theft among other criminals. You've viewed that cargo community in Duse Metropolis, Jigawa State facing erosion threat cries out for help. Government already comes to rescue, saying in the next 2 months, the state government will begin the project. On behalf of the entire production crew, especially our video clips editor, Sabiu Aliyu, our reporters Khalid Hassan, Bilkisu Ibrahim, as well as Zainab Hassan Babra. My name is Ali Rabi Ali. Once again, thanks for listening. Thanks for following us.
Jigawa Post TV.